Welcome to the third edition of the Colours CricQuiz 2016, a show that is now recognized as the most definitive cricket quiz show across the UAE in just 3 back-to-back seasons.
Much like a hat-trick in the world of cricket.
So true. So in this, our hat-trick year, stay with us as we try to find UAE's smartest cricket quizzing team. A team that will not only have the honour of lifting the Colours CricQuiz Championship trophy, but will also win an all-expenses-paid trip to the home of cricket, the Lord's Cricket Ground in London. Hi, I'm Kubra Seth.
And I'm Sid. Welcome to this episode of the Colours CricQuiz 2016, brought to you in association with Rackbank, Westar Watches and Nikkei, our beverage partner, Lipton Tea, and our clothing partner, Anta Sports.
So, well, let the quiz begin. Before that, it's time for us to say hi to them.
Let's go. Let's meet the teams. Team Globetrotters, welcome. Congratulations. Mr. and Mrs. Iyer, welcome. Congratulations for making it here. And Power Play, welcome.
Welcome, guys. Congratulations.
Fantastic. Welcome to all the teams. And now let's get to know you guys a little bit better. Let's start with Team A, Globetrotters. What's your story? Why the name Globetrotters?
So we love to travel and cricket is a global game. That's why the Globetrotters.
So where did your globe-trotting take you guys?
So I have been to Lords once.
Aha!
Yes.
Well done, yeah, guys. So this is your second chance to go visit
second
the
opportunity.
home of cricket
Absolutely,
again, yeah?
absolutely.
Fantastic. Now let's meet our Team B.
Mr. and Mrs. Iyer, but I've seen you somewhere.
I was a contestant here last year.
Aha!
And weren't you called Maxwell Demons? What happened to Maxwell at the IPL?
The Demons have been laid to rest, and so has our team name.
All right. Really nice to meet you, Mr. and Mrs. Iyer. Wish you all the very best. Moving on to Team C.
Power Player. Why the team name Power Player?
Well, basically, we just thought I'm the power, he's the player.
Oh! Do you agree with that?
Excellent, yeah. So, welcome aboard. Are we ready to play Colours CricQuiz 2016?
Yeah.
All right, well done. Okay, so Rahul Dravid once said, you don't win or lose a game because of the 11 you select. You win or lose with what those 11 do on the field.
We've got 6 of you right now, and it is going to come down to what you and your quizzing partner do on this very stage. Sid, it's time for us to find that team who will make it to the semi-finals.
But before we get to that, let me remind all our teams to play real hard, because even if you don't win this episode, you can still make it to the semi-finals.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah, if you have the highest losing score across the 5 quarterfinals. So as simple as that. Let's go straight to our first round. It's called the Rackbank Single or Boundary Round. And here are the rules.
There are 6 questions in this round. 2 questions per team. Before the question is asked to the team, they will be asked single or boundary. If the team says single, they will be asked a simple question which will be worth 10 points. If the team says boundary, they will be asked a difficult question which will be worth 40 points. 10 seconds to answer. Questions will not pass on in this round.
All right, that is an interesting round. Kubra, it's all yours.
All right, guys. So, Team A, Globetrotters, please tell us, is it going to be a single or a boundary?
We'll start with a single.
All right. So, it's a single, and your question is, which team did Indian opener Sunil Gavaskar face in his last test?
5 seconds to go.
West Indies.
No. West Indies is the wrong answer. The right answer is Pakistan, and this match was played in the year 1987. Well, moving on, Mr. and Mrs. Iyer, is it going to be a single or a boundary for you?
We'll go for a boundary.
All right, boundary it is, and your question is, who was suspended by Cricket Australia for punching England's Joe Root in a barroom altercation in Birmingham?
David Warner.
That is right. It is David Warner. 40 points.
Well done.
You guys are made for each other, right? She gives you the fist and you give her the... It's brilliant. It's amazing. All right, congratulations. 40 points there. Moving to Team C, Power Player. Is it going to be a single or a boundary for you guys?
Single.
Single. Your question for single is, first ever general manager of ICC kept wickets in test matches. For which team?
5 seconds to go.
We believe it was South Africa.
That is right.
Absolutely
Absolutely
right.
right. Do you know the name? Dave Richardson is the name. All right. 10 points. With that, you open up your scorecard. Moving on back to Globetrotters. What is it going to be this time?
Go for single again.
Single again.
Okay.
And your question is, in 2016, Stephen Fleming became the coach of which IPL team?
Rising Pune Super Giants.
Absolutely correct.
Excellent. Globetrotters, 10 points to you, Mr. and Mrs. Iyer. Is it going to be a single or a boundary for you?
A boundary?
A boundary
Wow.
again. Well, these are the important decisions that the wife takes, right?
Of course.
All right.
She's here for a reason.
And your question is, who made his test debut against Zimbabwe along with W. Hines?
5 seconds to go.
Brian Lara.
No, not Brian Lara.
The answer is Chris Gale. Oh, champions.
Yeah, it
What
was the
happening
16th
to
of
you guys?
March 2000.
There you go. Team C, power player. Is it going to be a single or a boundary for you?
Boundary.
We'll go for a boundary.
Boundary it is. All right. This is your question. Starting out, my story so far is the autobiography of which English captain?
Alistair Cook.
That is right.
Fantastic.
Well, yes, that's right. 40 points to you. It is Alistair Cook. Congratulations.
Fun fact, he's known as the Cookie Monster. All right, so that's it for our very first round. So let's get into round number 2.
And round number 2 is all about making connections, and it is called Cricket Connections, brought to you by Lipton Tea.
And here are the rules.
You will be shown some pictures of cricketers or pictures related to cricket. You'll have to tell us one unique fact, event or record that connects the pictures. Your answer has to be very specific. A total of 3 questions, 1 question per team. The question will pass on if the first team does not answer or gets it wrong. 20 points for a correct answer to a direct question, 10 points for a correct answer to a past question. No negative marks. 10 seconds to answer a direct question. 5 seconds to answer a past question.
All right, all teams, are we ready? Yes. Fantastic. Globetrotters, we start with you, okay?
Yep.
Your pictures here. Now, these are the first 3 players on which ODI list?
All the 3 players have scored a double century in one-day internationals.
More specific. I need more specific answer.
In World Cups,
No, more specific.
Australia.
they have scored.
Australia against India.
They have scored double century with a specific team.
We move on to Team B, Mr. and Mrs. Iyer.
Martin Guptill, Rohit Sharma and Virendra Sehwag are the top 3 highest individual scorers. All 3 have scored 200s, 237, 264. Rohit Sharma, Guptill
Yeah, but
237.
what is it? You're still missing the most
This
precise
one
thing.
specific one. Power player.
Fastest double century.
Yes,
That's right.
That's the one.
That is right. It is the fastest double centuries in ODIs or one-day internationals.
Rohit Sharma, he did it in 151 balls, 264. Martin Guptill, he played at 152 deliveries and he made 237. And Virendra Sehwag, 140 balls and he made 219. That's how specific you guys need to be. Are we good to go with the next question?
Yes.
All right. Team B, Mr. and Mrs. Iyer. Now, your pictures here. As of April 30th, 2016, which unique record do these gentlemen hold? Five to go. 5 seconds to go.
All these players have hit 4 sixes to win a World Cup final.
No, that's not the right answer. Power player. What's your answer? Any guesses?
They hit 4 sixes in a match each.
No. No. Globetrotters. Team A.
They've hit 5 consecutive sixes.
That is not the right answer. They've all hit 4 sixes in successive balls.
And that is, as we said, how specific we want you to be.
Okay. Team C, power player. Are you ready?
Yes.
We're ready.
Okay. So, your pictures here. These are top 3 names in which ODI record? Five seconds to go, guys.
Yeah, computer 500 wickets, fastest 500 on ODI wickets.
No, that's the wrong answer.
Globetrotters.
Mutaiya Muralitharan, Glenn McGrath, Wasim Akram are the top 3 highest ODI wicket takers. One day international or test cricket wicket takers.
No, Mr. and Mrs. Iyer.
These are the only 3 bowlers in ODIs to have taken 500 wickets.
No, Mr. and Mrs. Iyer, you don't get it as well. The correct answer is the most career wickets in ODI victories.
ODI victories.
Yes, victories. That's the specifics we were looking for. But don't worry, it's just the end of round 2. Round 3, 4 and 5 still left. But time for the scores?
Absolutely, a tally at the end of our first 2 rounds. Globetrotters, you stand at 10 points. Mr. and Mrs. Iyer, you hold 40 points in your kitty. And leading the roost right now, Power Players, 60 points!
Nice! Well done, guys. Well done.
Well, yes, we've got Joy at the extreme right of us. Please do stay with us because we're going to return after this break. Stay with us right here at this episode of the Colours CricQuiz 2016, brought to you in association with RagBank, Westar Watches and Nikai, our beverage partner Lipton Tea, and our clothing partner Anta Sport. CricQuiz 2016, brought to you in association with RagBank, Westar Watches and Nikai. Our beverage partner, Lipton Tea, and our clothing partner, Anta Sports.
Now, on August 15, 2005, in an ODI against India, in Kanpur, Shahid Afridi scored a spectacular rapid-fire century of just 45 balls.
I think this is the indication of our next round.
Absolutely right. So, in our next round, we are going to give you guys 45 seconds to score a half century of points. It's called the Westar Watches Rapid Fire Round, and here are the rules.
5 direct questions per team to be answered in 45 seconds. In case you are not sure about the answer, say pass and we will come back to the question if there is time remaining. 10 points for a correct answer and no negative points.
All right, are the rules clear?
Yes.
Globetrotters, shall we begin?
Yes.
Your 45 seconds on the clock start now. Till March 2016, besides Chris Gayle, which other batsman has scored 2 centuries in T20 internationals?
Brendan McCullum.
Correct. Which test venue has the largest seating capacity in the world?
MCG.
That is right. The expression slow death is associated with which former test umpire?
Rudy Coatson.
That's the wrong answer. What does Law 7 as framed by the MCC deal with?
Pass.
Which is the only team to have lost their both openers without scoring in a World Cup match?
Pass.
What does Law 7 as framed by the MCC deal with?
Bold wicket.
No. Globetrotters, your time is up, but that takes us to our next team, Mr. and Mrs. Iyer. Are you all ready?
Yes.
Mr. and Mrs. Iyer, your rapid fire round in the next 45 seconds starts now. Which batsman currently holds the record for scoring 5,000 runs in the least number of ODI innings?
Virat Kohli.
Wrong answer. Where in England was the first ever test on its soil played?
The Oval.
It is the Kennington Oval, but we accept that one. Who is the first person to feature in a World Cup final as both an umpire and player?
Peter Welly.
Wrong answer. What does Law 3 as framed by the MCC deal with?
Overarm bowling.
Wrong answer. Who holds the record for the fastest 150 in one-day internationals?
A.B. de Villiers.
That is absolutely right. Well, that brings us to the end of your rapid fire. Moving on from Mr. and Mrs. Iyer to our team 3 on the list, the Power Players. Are you ready for your rapid fire round?
Yes.
Power Players, your 45 seconds start now. Who holds the record of the youngest player to score 100 in ODIs?
Shahid Afridi.
Absolutely right.
Correct.
At which venue did Kapil Dev hit 175 against Zimbabwe at the 1983 World Cup?
Wellington, Wales.
That is wrong. Brent and Fraser are the first and middle names of which international umpire?
Billy Bowden.
That's right. What does Law 5 as framed by the MCC deal with?
The ball.
That's right. Which West Indies player holds the record for the fastest 1,000 runs in tests?
Pass.
All right, we've got
that's the first
some
one.
more time on the clock.
That's the only
Yeah,
question.
that's the only question left. Do you want to give us another try?
Brian
Okay,
Lara.
time's up.
Well played, guys. A big round of applause for all of you. You got some, you lost out on some, but don't worry. Still 2 more rounds to go, and we're going to go now.
Into our next round. It's called Action Replay, brought to you by Nikai. Here are the rules. This is an audio-visual round. A cricket clip will be played. The clip will be cut at a key point. You have to answer what happens next. Your answer has to be very specific. A total of 3 questions, 1 question per team. The question will pass on if the first team does not answer or gets it wrong. 20 points for a correct answer to a direct question. 10 points for a correct answer to a past question. No negative marks. 10 seconds to answer a direct question. 5 seconds to answer a past question. All right, are you guys ready?
Yes.
Take it away, Sid.
Thank you very much. All right, teams. I just want you to remember you have to be extremely specific. All right, so Team A, Globetrotters, please look on your screens. Your clip is up now. What happens next?
So he misses the ball once
Huh.
during the slide, then
Yes.
he goes again, misses it again. Third time he throws it for the run out.
All right, I'll give it to you.
That is
Yes, he
right,
does
yes.
fumble. He does
He
miss the ball.
fumbles, he goes, he tries, he doesn't get it, tries again.
Well done.
Perfect, excellent.
Well done, well done.
Thank you.
Mr. and Mrs. Iyer, are you ready for your clip?
Yes.
All right, so here we go. Okay, what happens next?
I think the bowler feels, since the batsman's bat is too high up, the bowler feels that the batsman is not ready. He walks back to his mark.
No. Power player, do you have an answer?
He misses his run up.
No, that is not the right answer, power players. Globetrotters.
He's not carrying the ball, he goes up to the umpire, takes the ball and then goes back and bowls again.
That is the right
Correct
answer.
answer.
That is the
Absolutely
right
correct.
answer.
Well played, well played. Okay,
Power players?
ready?
Ready.
Okay, look at your screens now. What happens next?
I think he slips the bat out.
So MS Dhoni is like he lost the bat.
That's right.
That is correct. He loses the bat.
That is right.
Absolutely correct. Well played, guys. That is the correct answer. MS Dhoni does lose his bat in that one.
But well, to decide the winner, we still have 1 more over to go. Sid,
Yeah.
take us through the scores.
Of course. Okay, Globetrotters, you guys are on 60. Mr. and Mrs. Iyer, 60 points for you as well. And leading the pack, it is Power Player with 110 points.
Woohoo! Joy still leading on the right side of the table. Well done, guys. But that just means to say it's time for us to take a break. Stay with us. This is the Colours CricQuiz 2016 that is brought to you in association with Ragbank, Westar Watches and Nikai. Our beverage partner, Lipton Tea, and our clothing partner, Anta Sports. Welcome back to the Colours CricQuiz 2016, which is brought to you in association with Ragbank, Westar Watches and Nikai, our beverage partner, Lipton Tea, and our clothing partner, Anta Sports. We're down to the wire now.
Absolutely. Just 1 more round to go and we will have a semi-finalist.
Well, just one. I'm sure we may stand the chance to find another semi-finalist amongst you all.
Actually, that is correct because a team may lose here, but if it has the best losing score across the quarterfinals, it can still make it to the semi-finals. Let's go into our next round, which is called the Final Over, brought to you by our clothing partner, Anta Sports.
Hey, by the way, you're looking really handsome, right?
I agree with you.
And beautiful, yes, indeed. So tell me, which is your favorite color?
White has to be white. It has to
Just
be
because
white.
you're ruling the
Come
roost
on.
right now, yeah, guys.
I'm also
You know-
wearing white.
You know what? These are the rules for your final round, which is the buzzer round. This round will be played at the buzzer. We will fire 8 questions at you. The team that hits the buzzer first gets to answer. The question will not be completed if the buzzer is hit while it's being read. Answer within 5 seconds of hitting the buzzer. 10 points for a correct answer, -5 points for an incorrect answer, or no answer after hitting the buzzer. Questions will not pass on in this round. Sid, over to you.
Thank you very much. All right, teams, are we ready?
Yes.
Awesome. Here is your first question. Who was the captain of the runners-up team of 2016 Asia Cup tournament?
Mashrafe Mortaza.
Absolutely correct. That is the right answer from Bangladesh. Okay, question number 2. Are we ready, guys?
Yes.
Okay. Which present-day Australian Test team player is a qualified commercial and instrumental pilot? Anybody?
Okay.
Okay, next question. At which Indian ground did AB de Villiers play his 100th Test match?
Yes, Globetrotters.
Bangalore.
That's right.
Which stadium? Which stadium?
Chinnaswamy Stadium.
Absolutely correct. This Test match was played on the 14th of November 2015. Correct. Question number 4. Ready, guys? Okay, hands on the buzzers. Which English Test cricketer was once described by Dale Headley as the best 16-year-old he has ever seen?
Yes,
Power player.
players.
Ian Bell.
Ian Bell is the right answer. Well done. Well done. Next question. Which coach of the England team was appointed as the assistant coach of Peshawar Zalmi in the inaugural Pakistan Super League?
That seems like a pass as well.
Anybody?
Is it? Do you know? Anybody
No?
knows? Okay.
Question number 7. Which South African-born English cricketer's autobiography is titled Time to Declare?
Okay. Tell us, Mr. and Mrs. Iyer.
Michael Vaughan.
That is wrong.
-5.
So we gift you -5.
It's Basil D. Oliveira. All right, that brings us to the last question of this round. Question number 8. Which famous photographer once wrote, "I have done 325 tests. That includes 98 Ashes tests. Richie Benaud and John Woodcock have probably seen more." Should I repeat the question? Which famous photographer once wrote, "I have done 325 tests that include 98 Ashes tests. Richie Benaud and John Woodcock have probably seen more."
I see a lot of head nods, which means to say, I don't think you want to go for a -5.
You want a hint? The clue is Imran Khan once said, "I would only have my photograph taken by this guy." The answer is Patrick Eager. Well, now time for the scores.
Absolutely. Globetrotters, you close tonight's show with 70 points. Mr. and Mrs. Iyer at 55. And the team with the highest score tonight and the winner of tonight's quiz are the Power players with 130 points on the scorecard.
Well played, guys. Well played. Yes, we have a winning team tonight. Power player is the team, and a team that just got one step closer to lifting the Colours CricQuiz Championship trophy and a chance to win an all-expenses-paid trip to the home of cricket, the Lord's Cricket Ground in London.
Well, that's it for this episode of the Colours CricQuiz 2016, which is brought to you in association with RagBank, Westar Watches and Nikkei, our beverage partner Lipton Tea, and our clothing partner Enter Sports.
As we hand over these certificates to our participants, don't forget to tune in next week at the same time for another episode of UAE's most definitive cricket quiz show.